Hello and welcome everybody. Lionheart here with part 6 of the Empire Total War Great Britain Darthmod Let's Play. We're in a naval battle as you can see, and we've just sank a Zebek, which is good. I was going to show you more of the naval battle, but it pretty much took a few hits and it went down. So we're just going to finish off the last of the navies here. I'm going to send these two 6th rates to deal with the sloop that's incoming. Send them off separately rather than in their grouping. We've got a brig that's trying to escape now that we destroyed the Zebek. I don't know if it's actually called a Zebek. That's going straight down. But that's what I like to call them, the Zebeks. Kind of got the wind with us going that way, so that's all right. Should pick up some speed shortly. And my 6th rates are just about to turn around, and my Admiral's 5th rate has just decided to launch a broadside on it as well. And now come the 6th rates. So this brig really should be crapping itself a little bit. I was hoping for a bit more of an epic naval battle, but it was interesting. I cut out the beginning because clearly no one wants to see the time it takes to actually get to the enemy ships first. So I'm going to fast forward. We'll get through this bit. I'll just cover a few things anyway. So yeah, this is actually the second time I recorded this 1 hour special. The first time I had an audio error where basically none of you would have wanted to listen or watch this Let's Play part because it was incredibly awful. Had a bit of an error with the old sound drivers, so I need to sort that out. I'm going to get my Admiral's 5th rate to go after the brig here, while the rest of them are all going for this sloop dead ahead. So yeah, that happened on Saturday, and I've been revising for my university exams since then. So I'm sure you can all obviously understand that. Oh, the brig's back over here, so let's stop that there. Let's turn around, bring down the brig if we can, and it's now onto the sloop. No, we're going to get the sloop, I will play again though. There we go. Hit play, surrendered, smashing. Just had to meet the might of the 5th rate, and it's now just this this brig that's still holding on for dear life. But my ship, it can turn. Just come on, keep turning and launch that broadside. There we go, lovely broadside there. Oh, we made it flickered. It's uncertainty, and it's now routing. I'm happy with that. Should only be a few moments before we win the battle, end the battle there. Heroic victory, huzzah! Little naval battle to tickle your fancy there at the start of this 1 hour special, because thank you all for reaching 1,000 likes on part 1 of this series. I will consider doing more 1 hour specials later on, but for now, feel free to thumb up this video as much as you want. That may have actually some bearing on future specials. So I'm going to sail up the coast with the rest of this fleet now. We're just going to blockade this army here, or rather just attack the port. Coming back over to Bengal here. We've got the Sepoy here. Sepoy. I know it said Sepoy actually, I think, but Sepoy, yeah, you know, whatever. So I'm building up some more troops there. Let's take a look at the research we're going for. One more turn there and there. Come back to America, and most likely the Huron Waynot will attack us. Oh, that's very nasty. The swine rot in the sty. Let's try and replenish these chaps here. They're all going strong there. My army here. Let's have a look. Yeah, so trying to form up, but the 13 colonies aren't really putting much fight up. So I think I'm actually going to bring my army over to this port. We'll put them back in the navy, and then we'll land them here, and then we'll make a push for Virginia. We'll take out Williamsburg because there's a comparable size force I could actually take out then, and then we'll start pushing up. Native Americans. I had someone saying that I shouldn't be having so much trouble with them. Well, actually, I've always found them difficult, and they suggested that I should play the Warpath campaign, which I've actually played quite a bit of recently. And Yeah, no, I think it's a great underestimate. It's not good to underestimate the Native Americans because they're actually quite effective. I find. I've always found them rather deadly. My housemate will attest to that with all of his campaigns that he plays. He owns all the European nations early on with the Iroquois or other Native American tribes, because he can just hit them in melee. He uses cheap unit in front as a meat shield and then utterly annihilates them. So I think that's all I can do here for now. So we're going to end turn, and I'll see you guys shortly, because I won't show you these end turns even during this 1 hour part. See you shortly. And look what we have here. To be expected, the Huron and Waydot have decided to fight us under the leadership of Red Cloud. There's only a few forces here, but obviously the auto-resolve doesn't bear well for me, and we all know how dodgy the auto-resolve is in Napoleon Total War. Empire's sometimes is a smidge better, but I'm still not going to risk it, and I will fight this battle myself. I don't have a chance to rename the regiments yet, but after the battle I will rename them. The various regiments here. I should have done that before we ended turn. But I have some names in mind from the ones that you guys have submitted. Keep sending them in. I won't be naming every single regiment. I'll just be naming the ones that are they're on active duty and that are doing well. So in the Indian theatre of war, once that army that I've got ready to push out, once it claims some battle honours, then they'll be rewarded with their own names. But this army's done quite well so far. So after this battle, I will name most of the infantry there. And I need some specific names for the cavalry because I can't really remember that many. Good ones for that. So if you do have name suggestions, could you try and keep them more for cavalry regiments now? That would be great. So it's this map again. We've got some defences we can place, which I'm going to use on the cannons. Why not? While I'm just setting up, I should also note that there is, this week, no Hear Me Roar, as some of you will have guessed. There's no Hear Me Roar vlog. And that's basically, I've got nothing to roar about as such. My vlog normally, you know, have something to talk about, and this week I've not really got much. You've met my girlfriend and my brother over the past few vlogs. Yeah. So this time I'm a bit. I don't actually have any major updates. I mean, apart from this to say that it was going to be delayed, but I didn't really want to warrant a whole vlog for just that, which is why I really do honestly suggest that you follow me on Facebook and Twitter if you don't already, because that's where I announce delays and updates like this being delayed and what have you. I also do post the messages on YouTube, but not everybody seems to receive them or gets them. So be sure to check that out if you want. Right, and we're going to deploy trenches on all my units there. But yeah, so no Hear Me Roar vlog this week. Won't be too many times that this happens, but the odd time when really there's nothing much going on particularly. Next week there will definitely be on, because I'll have some rather important stuff to mention then. But apart from that, I think there's not really anything, so there's no Hear Me Vlog, Hear Me Roar this week. So sit back and continue to enjoy the 1 hour special of Empire Total War. So we're aiming for the Chief's bodyguard, so named Red Cloud apparently, and I'm going to sally out with the old mounted auxiliary into the woods here, and I'm actually going to push forward with my Rangers, which I'm going to be calling these chaps the Night's Watch. Someone suggested that, and also it's because right now when I'm recording this, there's a new episode of Game of Thrones out, so while this renders later, I'll be watching the new episode of Game of Thrones. So I can't wait to watch that. Right, so my cannons are continuing to be targeted on the General's bodyguard, but they've now moved out of their range. When you put them in the sort of defensive fortifications, they are limited to firing in sort of a close one angled direction, but that's fine. I don't actually need to have it more than that. And My Rangers are about to fire at the armed tribesmen here, hopefully. Give them a volley. There we go. They're coming in for a good old charge. And they're now being hit by the volleys of my line infantry. I'm going to try and pull back with someone, but the rest are going to be caught up. But then we have the auxiliary cavalry to come in and save the day, and rescue the Rangers. My cannon here, I don't know what the Chief's Bodyguard is doing, it's just running along here. We're going to try and form a square with 2 units here. A bit late, I know, but we'll have to do it. I'm going to get the cannons to actually stop firing at will. And we're charging against the bowmen now as well, with all my tribal auxiliary cavalry. I'm going to get my standard cavalry to rush down. We'll take out the Chief's Bodyguard here. If I can get my cannons to fire off a shot right here against the Chief's Bodyguard, this is... Oh, no. Straight up in the air. Oh, and they're coming for me. Chief versus Chief, eh? Bring it on. Bringing my own cavalry down to help hopefully prevent my general from dying. Meanwhile, my strong line infantry are smashing the enemy apart, and I'm going to start detaching now individual units of my tribal auxiliary to chase down the remaining units. And there we go. My general's bodyguard, reinforced by the regiment of horse and the yeomanry, should be able to see him away now, and we'll get the cannons to stop firing. There we go. Chasing down the remainder of their troops, so hopefully none will escape. It'll be a complete and utter annihilation. Not that in this battle I actually need to worry so much about chasing down every single unit, because seeing as this is their last chance to sally out, they will lose all their troops anyway at the end of it all. And Red Cloud is dead, the entire unit is dead. And as I said, I can end the battle there, a heroic victory. I don't need to bother chasing them down because the fort, Fort Sainte-Marie, will be taken. Called it Fort Salt last time. I enjoyed calling it Fort Salt, but apparently it's Fort Sainte-Marie. Why would an Englishman speak French, damn it? No, let's not start up the 100 Years' War again. And there we go, so we did rather well. Very few losses. And we can watch the rest of the N10 phase because it's just the Barbary States to go. Watching them, a New York raid. Ah, damn. These Native American warriors have taken the port. So we'll have to go in and attack them. Drill school, smashing. Nation destroyed. Yeah, they've been wiped out now. My first culling of an entire Native American tribe. I feel very bad. And we're going to destroy that warrior lodge and rebuild something European there instead. And we're going to upgrade the roads. And now for some reason, how the hell did the Mughal Empire get that? I know the AI likes to make insane property trades as such. Or territory trades rather. And they obviously did one here. Mental. I don't know if they traded with the Iroquois then for India. They must have done, surely. Oh, here we go. Iroquois Confederacy are in India, as you do. Mental. Really don't see why they'd do that, but anyway. Yeah, I'm also destroying that Warrior's Lodge because it's increasing animism here. And I want obviously it to be Protestant. Army can replenish. Now, there we go. Right, and we'll get renamed to renaming some of these units. So, the 33rd Foot are going to stay the same. The Rangers, though, are going to be the Night's Watch. I don't know if that needs an apostrophe or not, let me know. And I'll put one in if it does. Those of you that want to be completely correct. So, we've already got, where are they? The South Essex should be here somewhere. South Essex Regiment of Foot, there we go. So, here we're going to be calling you the 4th Regiment of Foot. You'll be called the, I think someone said, the 35th Royal Sussex of Foot, if it'll fit in. There we go. Okay, this will be the 9th Winchester of Foot, because that's where I went to university, Winchester. Make a personal touch there. This is going to be, the 5th is going to be the 101st Imperials. Oh, Imperial Regiment of Foot, if I can put it in Regiment of Foot. Ah, yes, I think that's how you spell regiment. Let's check. Regiment. Spelling is not as good as it should be. Yes, there we go. I'd fit it in with the others, but I don't think it's all going to fit in. It might do. I'll try it later anyway. But for now, of Foot will do. And the 8th Regiment of Foot will become the 8th Shrewsbury. And in other good old English regions, 35th Royal Sussex. We've got the 501st Imperial Regiment of Foot, the 8th Shrewsbury of Foot, and the 9th Winchester of Foot, along with South Essex and the 33rd. But if we're going to do that, I probably should just make them the 33rd. What did the 33rd have a nickname? 33rd. I can't remember whether they just, you know, the great 33rd Regiment of Foot. If they did, then let me know in the comments below, and I'll add that into this bit rather than re-putting 33rd Regiment of Foot. So yeah, Night's Watch. There we go. Don't know about the infantry, the cavalry rather. So let me know some names about that specifically, and any for cannons as well would be cool. Right, so they're all replenishing there for a turn, so that's fine. This army here, we need to get to the port, so I'm going to attack this Native American there, which I should... the auto-resolve should come up quite well, but I'm actually going to fight this battle. We're going to do it really quickly, don't worry. I thought about not showing it to you, but it is sometimes fun to utterly annihilate an AI unit. But, yeah, I don't trust the AI even against one Native American tribesman unit, especially when they're melee sort of speciality, because they'll probably end up charging my line and taking about 200 of my men with it, and this is quite a small force. I can't really afford to lose 200 men, so that's why I'm going to make sure that I annihilate these guys. Get the cannon formed up nicely in the middle, and then we're going to have planes on the left, yeah. Oh, and the drum and fife mod with Great Britain selected is now activated. For those of you that wanted that playing, the British Grenadiers March, of course. So we're going to flank round with the troops, forcing the enemy toward the cannon in the centre, and we're also going to get ready to charge with cavalry. A nice little hill there actually with the cannons mounted on the top. Oh, you can hear the Grenadier March. They're actually pulling back a bit now. Cannons continuing to hit them though. Plenty of damage done. I'm not going to draw out the battle too long, don't worry. But I will charge in with the cavalry. Let's get the cannons to reload. We're going to hit the fire from this regiment here, which should push them back. It's actually going to break them. But if they break, I'm going to mop them up with my cavalry. And they have broken, which now means I can hit them with my cavalry forces, my dragoons, and finish them off. No, we're going to continue. I need this unit gone. I know they'll probably be defeated anyway by going to the port, but I'm not going to risk it. Can't have these stopping me on my conquest. Why are you moving? I didn't tell you to move. Would you stay in position, please? So we'll fast forward while we take off this unit, cut them down. That's what happens when you try and blockade a port, chaps. Send in the dragoons. He's got away. It'll never get away, laddie. 2 left, 1 over here. Which they go for all the pathfinding of the cavalry trying to decide. And there we go. I should take down that last one there. Huzzah! Not a single loss gained. Or taken, rather. I don't think the AI could have said the same for me there. So a brief few minutes interlude there just to fight my personal vendetta against the AI. So I can now pop these guys into the fleet and in turn land here. And we'll attack them directly from here because we don't need to wait for any of them to replenish. The reason why I'm pushing for Williamsburg is because they have 3 regiments of cavalry. Now I have obviously my dragoons, but my infantry can form square and I have the pikemen. So taking them out of the equation, there's only 1 melee troop and the rest are all missile, so I shouldn't get too many crazy charges, which should work in my favour. Now a lot of you were saying I should be dismantling these ports and making them trade ports, which I completely agree with. So I'll be dismantling both of those. I think they're the only ones. This one is a trade port, as is the one in the Bahamas, yes. So they'll both be dismantled and rebuilt up as trade ports next time. Let's come back to Europe briefly. We've got drill school going on there, but we already had one built in Bengal. So, Cambridge, I would like you to research fire by rank, please. Get on that. Oxford can continue with canister shot, and then we'll bring Oxford to do some more of these philosophy-type researches. Navy here, what am I? Am I building anything? No, don't need to worry. I'm actually going to bring my rake back over to here, because I don't really see much point keeping him over there. I'll probably send him over to France, and we'll have a cheeky look, see if the French are planning anything sneaky. But yeah, not much to go here with, so we'll pop over to India, where our extra troops should be done. And here they are. I'm going to push them up to here, and then, in fact, we can continue moving this turn, and we're going to going for Nagpur over here. Essentially, I think I can take the sepoys out, put them back to Calcutta, because they're defended now by a small little navy there. Meanwhile, I'm attacking this port here, but they're actually suddenly doing damage, so I'm going to come up the coast a bit and destroy this one instead. Destroy Bombay. Portugal have managed to stay in Goa. I always find myself pushed out of there very quickly. They've got a lot of colonial militia. Well, that's all I can pretty much do this time. We're going to focus on the Indian theatre, though, when we end turn. There we go. Ah, this was quite unexpected, actually. I didn't expect the Iroquois to actually sally out from Williamsburg and challenge me. They've got slightly less troops than me. I didn't actually expect them to come to me, but I'm going to accept the attack, because this is perfect. The AI coming to me makes it even easier to deal with them and maneuver. So I'll take this as basically allows me to take them out a turn earlier than I had expected. Excuse me. It's early when I'm recording, and I yawn. In that case, I kind of had when you have you yawn and then you have a hiccup. That's just the worst, man. That's just the worst. Anyway, so we're going to do a similar deployment as last time. I've only got 5 infantry rather than my kind of normal 6 that I use. don't want that house is going to get in the way there, so I'm actually going to... That's as far as it will go, that's fine. Cannons are being deployed there, it would seem, on the flank, which if I put them around about there, and this unit can form up like so, only a few of them covered by the church, and the rest can all form up like so, as I believe the majority of the enemy forces are going to come hopefully on the left. If not, I'm a bit screwed, but we'll put the cavalry over on the right, and we'll put the pikemen here as well. I think these guys need a bit of a thicker formation for pike wall. There we go. Get my cavalry back here actually. And then general deployed like so. There we go. Okay, so what do we got? We got the 2 units of cavalry on the right, 1 in the middle, that's Chief's bodyguard, and Native American lancers on the left. That's fine. Happy to deal with that. The rest of the infantry probably hidden, and again that can be dealt with quite happily and easily. With the infantry on the left side, I'm actually going to push up, and if this regiment does well here, these regiments, they will gain some battle honours next time too. I'm going to hit the Chief's bodyguard in the centre with the cannons, hopefully. Try and bring these chaps around enough so that we can actually shoot them. There we go, we get a volley off. These guys are getting some shots off, but they're hidden behind the hill, so I actually need to move forward with them. And they're already starting to waver. And we're going to toggle square because they're going for my cannon. Should hopefully see them gone. They've managed to kill 1 crew, and I'm being attacked from quite a few angles, so we're going to bring the dragoons into the mix. Cannons sacrificed. We'll get my bodyguard actually try and hold them off. We're going to keep square with these units for now though. Meanwhile, over on the flanks, we've got bowmen coming against infantry. Some well-timed volleys should be able to push them back. We've got the Warrior Society, which will do a lot of damage to my infantry, charging me in the centre. Charging in with my general. Dragoons have got in there as well. Try and get the pikemen involved too. But the demi-cannons look like they'll be gone soon. This line infantry unit has also been caught up. I'm going to turn them into square. Well, the fact that these chaps, they can form square even when engaged by cavalry. In Empire you can't do that, which sucks. I'm going to pull my general out because I don't want to lose him just yet. I'm charging with my pikemen from behind. The enemy cavalry should start falling rather quickly. My dragoons are in there, and my infantry have pulled out of square. I'm going to pull them back. I'm trying to fight this Warrior Society here, and they're taking some losses now, but they're doing quite a bit of damage. Enemy general has been killed. We charge these guys with my general. We're starting to break them. The pikemen coming in behind doing a horrific amount of damage. We'll turn these regiments around now to get into the fight. Get these guys up on top of the hill now, facing the other way. I need this unit to come back shattered though, so it won't. It's been fighting the Warrior Society, but we're breaking them with my own general. Hopefully he won't have to lose his life for the victory. And here my dragoons against the other unit, the Chief's bodyguard remains, and my line infantry are firing against them. But we won't take more casualties that way with the line infantry. We're going to deploy them against the bowmen on the right now. And I'm going to have to pull my Chief's bodyguard away because he's taking more casualties than I had thought. My square, if it forms up and fires off some shots, that would be great. Please, square, fire off some shots. Oh, we're going to be attacked here. Whoops. Too late to form a square there. But, well, that's my field artillery that's routing through there. And we're trying to form a square against the other hordes of cavalry. Not working so well. It's actually broken. No, we've broken one of the Iroquois units. That's good. We've already got the Warrior Society here. We're going to bring my general back in to charge them here. We've broken that unit there, and we're going to charge into the bowmen. And we're going to bring up the pikemen to try and fend off the cavalry. Bowmen actually doing quite a bit of damage against my infantry. I'm going to charge them here. Charging the Warrior Society. They've broken. I'm going to make sure they stay broken. This unit will get back into line and brought over here. And they've managed to form square and push the cavalry out. Keep them at bay. My dragoons are going to have to be brought over here, in fact, because they managed to break another unit of my infantry. The bowmen here have survived. Try and break this infantry with my general, but we're going to have to be careful committing him to this attack. Some people don't use their generals in battle, and I'm one of these people that do. I take the risk of losing them because they are useful units. And in Empire, yes, they're good for placing behind units, for improving their morale. God, we're not doing anywhere near as much damage as I'd hoped against these bowmen here. They're making them waver, but we need to charge them to try and push them back now. A redcoat charge. Here we go. But yes, no, I'm a firm advocate of using my general in battle, even if others perceive it to be a total war no-no. There is a time when every general must be used. And I'm just a bit more active in using mine. I take the risk to perhaps lose them on the battlefield. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. My dragoons over here, they're actually fighting stiff resistance from the Native American bowmen. There's a lot of them. I don't think my cavalry can do it on their own. They're going to have to do repeated charges with this unit. So I'm kind of pinning them with the pikemen, and now we'll charge from my general. Hopefully we'll shatter them. Yeah, there we go. I get the pikemen to go after these guys here. Charge with the cavalry again. Here we've managed to beat them back. Oh no, they're hiding in the woods against me. Charge into the woods and push them away. And they're charging me, it seems now, yeah. It's coming down to this. Charge between our forces. The Iroquois have come out of it with less men, but they're rapidly knocking mine down. We've broken these units here. Case now of breaking the remaining bowmen on the flanks. But my dragoons may well be broken shortly. And we need to kill as many of them as possible now because it makes the siege of Williamsburg even easier. And we've taken heavy casualties. Losing slightly. No, you must win. There are more of you. Come on. And fend him off. Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh, they're shattered though. They've broken. They run. At the cost of many lives. Forming up in a line, we'll try and shoot some of them down. With this unit over here, they're playing a bit hard to get, but they are wavering. My dragoons are taking ridiculous losses, but I'm just trying to break them. And prolonged cavalry exposure is not helping. The dragoons are nearly gone. And they're actually starting to break now themselves. But these guys are getting tired, hoping that will factor in. Yeah, they've broken the dragoons. Bring up my line infantry over on the left there, and I'm trying to bring up the pikemen in the centre. Because these guys have a good chance of actually doing some damage. They've got a good melee attack. So if they can get in against the American bowmen, Native American bowmen, then we're good. Over here we pushed away the remainder of the enemy troops. They've run off into the distance. So So I guess I better deploy these guys back over here should we need them. The power of the Native American, not to be underestimated. So we're charging in here with the pikemen, but the annoying thing about the bowmen is they keep running back, and I don't have enough cavalry to chase them. Now that my dragoons are gone, I'm not going to try and commit my general. We're charging with the pikemen. Would you stop running? Let my pikes meet your faces, please. Should fire any moment. This line infantry unit. There we go. This is wavering them. That's it. Now they're turning. They're charging. Come on. Hopefully we're going to hit this group of them here, but we're going to charge in and give my pikemen some support. Push as many of our units onto them as possible. Because the pikemen should keep these guys a little bit at bay. But when a guy comes up behind you with a tomahawk, you can't really do much. They've gained a lot of veterancy lately. My line of infantry charging in, and they've broken. Huzzah. Let's bring these guys down. They've caused me enough havoc. And we're going to continue briefly just to see off as many of these guys as possible. Bring my line infantry round. And fast forward just so that we can get them into position. No, pikemen, get out of the way, please. You can get one shot off at least, and I'll be happy. Okay, close victory, I'll take that. Ah, dear. Damn you, Iroquois. My housemate is probably enjoying watching that because I think he abdicated I should do an Iroquois Let's Play, and I think he plays a lot of Iroquois himself, so he'll probably be enjoying the Iroquois. Did quite well there. The pikemen, though, I believe, yes, did bloody well. Got quite a lot of post-battle experience, and so if anyone can think of a great name for the pikeman unit here, they'll be renamed next time. Colonial line infantry did bloody well as well. Got a lot of kills, and they're not even pulling back to Williamsburg. That's weird. Wow, I should be able to just march in and take it. We'll see the rest of the end turn now, though. The Mughal Empire moving a few troops around. Surprised they're not pushing me out of the port there. And that was a large army that just sailed off from there, so I'm going to try and find that navy this time. See if we can find them and sink it. That looked like a rather large army. Canister shot. A rake has been built here, which is perfect. Actually, I do need a scouting man. We'll send him over here through the French territory for now. They've got a large full stack. Lovely. Traits gained: bloody, confident general, and mortally impaired. Morally impaired, rather. Dear. Drill school in England, smashing, and that's the agent recruited. There's these small troops that they're going to be sending over the border against me, but I'm not going to worry too much about them. This is my target here. But over here, I can now recruit grenadiers. Now, grenadiers are different in Darthmod, for those of you that haven't played Darthmod before. Darthmod removes the grenades from them. Some of you may think, well, that makes them completely pointless, but it really does heck of a lot balance them, because really they'd only have enough in their pack, I assume, for maybe 3 or 4, or, you know, not unlimited supply of grenades, which is what they have in vanilla. And it's a bit overpowered sometimes. I mean, yes, sure, they're useful, but ideally what the grenadiers should be used for is that you can see by their stats that they're slightly better than standard infantry. They've got a good melee attack and good melee defense. These were big men that would, you know, get in with a lot of the nitty-gritty and really fight to the last. So that's what they're going to be. They're kind of the big shock troops. And they'll do a lot of damage. I can recruit some units here, but I don't need to yet. Continue moving my rake back down to here. And back over to the Americas. Sorry, my dog's just come in the room. Hello. Hello. Yes, yes, you've got a wet nose. Yes, thank you. Thank you. See you, dog. Slimy. Dog slobber. Lovely. Right, anyway, magistrate. Love that dog. So, got this army here. And Rupert's Land. What's up with you, Rupert? Military barracks. Why would you want a military barracks? Oh, we can get howitzers. Cool. Queen's Rangers. They look cool. They look cool. Queen's Rangers, you look cool. Yeah, you look cool. Right, well, that's that. No, I won't build that just yet. I'll save some money. Are we still replenishing here? Yes, we are. So we'll wait a few turns. There we go. Replenishing all the units now. So let's look at this army here. We will replenish you, which will take a lot of our forces, our money rather. We're going to demand the surrender. Surrender refused, and we're going to have to fight it again. And don't worry, I'll make this a quick one as well. I could just not show you these, but they're kind of important key battles, and they're good. I like battles in Empire. I like them in Napoleon as well, but for some reason now playing this again, I'm enjoying Empire's battles a bit more. Maybe because already there's far more unit diversity than I ever had with the Dutch. But it is good fun, and I have missed Empire. Just with Empire in the past, on my previous Let's Plays, as you will all well know, it doesn't seem to like me very much. We've got one cannon has survived, and it can now do canister shots. That's quite a good thing. We're going to keep these two in a separate group back up here. They've got good veterancy on both of them. You can see this unit here is on 50 accuracy and 34 reload. But the main bulk of my troops are going to be padded out by these 3 regiments here. And we're just going to pop the cannon pretty much to the side in the gap of the regiments. Redeploy these like so. Dragoons on the flank. These guys up at the back. And we're going to keep these guys over on the sides here. So to start with, we're going to hit them with the cannon. We're probably going to have to move forward, to be honest. Here comes this first shot. Just missed. Friendly units are nearby, so yes, we're gonna move across the plains toward them. I'm gonna form up while my cannon continues to fire overhead, giving us cover. I'm gonna march forward here, and I'm gonna put these kind of elite troops on the flanks here. And we're going to push forward with the Dragoons as well. Sad Last the Mohican music with the merry march of the British Grenadiers. Nice bit of the old end zoom there. And zooming even further with the scroll wheel. And from what I could see of the Battle of Teutoburg Forest that the Creative Assembly recently put up, and the walkthrough there, it looks like end zoom is back, or at least some sort of cinematic angling. So I'm going to fast forward while this gets into place rather than running them everywhere, because you guys always tell me off when I run my troops everywhere. And we're going to bring up my general as well. I'm not sure the crossover between the two musics that are playing right now are working. We've got standard British one with the Last of the Mohicans going as well. So let's do that. That resets the music. Sometimes it gets a bit too carried away. It's a bit too excited. So what have we got? We've got the Native American warriors actually here. And the bowmen are somewhere. It's hiding here somewhere. Oh, more Last of the Mohicans. There we go. My cannon still continuing to shell them from afar. Taken out 5 of them so far. Which is, yeah, it's alright. Get you to run now. Run into position, laddie. And with this unit... Oh, there's the bowman. There's our happy friends. We're going to push forward now toward them all. Try and flank them. Run my dragoons across the line. Try and hit them. And we've now got the Native American warriors charging a little bit. They're in range of all my infantry now, which is obviously not great for them, because they are going to be hit by volleys. And I'm going to try and get a charge in with my cavalry across the lines of fire. Very quickly, we're just going to try and charge in and get out. My dragoons have managed to so far avoid that. We just want to break these guys. Oh, I think we only lost a few of them there, but I'm going to get the cavalry out now. Run, cavalry, run. Why aren't you working? There we go. Run. Run. Run back through the lines of safety. And here the cannons keep firing. Oh! Wouldn't have wanted to be a dragoon there, because yeah, you just got shot off your horse. Friendly fire, whoops. We'll replenish you fine. No one needs to know. We've broken these troops, and essentially we can end the battle here, which should mean I claim total victory, because the rest of them will just be automatically removed, which is fine by me. I don't really fancy chasing after them. So, there we go. I think it took about 3-4 minutes that. Happy with that. Lost 23 men, which should have all come from the dragoons, pretty much. And there we go. Williamsburg, Virginia is under British control. And we'll rebuild a magistrate here. And, say, replenish these guys now. So from here we'll push up towards Maryland when we can recruit some more troops in a couple of turns' time. Oh, the rest of the money should be spent on these ports, which I destroyed. But I can only build one this time, which is unfortunate. I need to replenish my men. I can't really afford to take them off yet. So we'll do that next time. There's these forces, remnants of the original garrison of Williamsburg. We'll deal with them later. Frontiersmen. Good to know. Good to know. Right. So right now it looks like the United States will not get a chance to reform because I will be absorbing them anyway. Mainly because they've let 3 of their territories now, well, 3 remaining territories they've got, fall to the enemy. Fall to the Iroquois. So let's pop back over to India, just like that. Already dealing with them there, that's good. Come up to England, check my research. Researching fire by rank. Oxford, do not bother researching improved grenades. Instead, common land exchange might be useful. But we're going to go for this instead because there's a lot of bonus to technology and town wealth and research time for all technologies as well. Let's take a look at my ministers briefly. Let's get rid of you because you suck. You're only 2 stars. You have nothing really to offer, but you'll do. One in India is alright. It's got a little bit of a head on him. George Clark, yes, it'll do. Strategist, smashing. Marmaduke Sloper. If only I could drag you in. If only we weren't a constitutional monarchy. Damn it! I know I could have a revolution and make it an absolute monarchy again, but no, we won't do that. Bring the rate down. So yeah, that's all I need to focus on this time. We're going to come back to the Americas and watch what occurs here. Well, I will anyway, during the end turn phase. Okay, no sooner than I actually had hit the end turn button, we come up with France declaring war on us. So because of that, I'm actually going to show you the whole of the end turn phase because we may well see some interesting movement from France and her allies. So obviously I'm going to accept that, you know, they've declared war on me. I can't really do much about that. Sweden and 13 colonies have joined me. Poland, Lithuania and the Maratha Confederacy have stayed out of it. And France now prepares, looks like a terrifying fleet. I don't know why it's chosen to go up to Scotland to attack me there. Oh, wow! They suddenly attacked me out of nowhere. Here, this in India, their forces here. I have a lot more men. I've got mortars as well. But they're bringing up the sepoys and... 12-pounder artillery. We're going to fight this, obviously, to push them back. But I didn't really expect them to attack me here. My main army is heading towards Nagpur. But if this is France's main army from their Indian holdings, their Indian territory, I should be able to instead just forget about Nagpur right now and just swoop down and smash them. Don't have a chance to build the grenadiers yet, otherwise I would have been fine with the siege. But hopefully manpower can out them. I just got a fresh cup of tea. Oh, it's raining, great. Oh, we're not on a fort map. Actually, I disabled forts, so that's fine. I absolutely hate forts and their pathfinding. So, in Darthmod, thankfully, you can disable them, which is very good. So, I'm now going to be deploying my various troops. So, the main line infantry is my militia here. The sepoys are actually slightly better than the militia, and they're going to form up on the flanks. So that hopefully we can push a flanking manoeuvre. That's the only way I can kind of see this ending well. And then we've got armed firelock citizenry, which are probably going to be utterly useless. But there's 2,500 of them. So we'll have to deploy them like so, and then try and flank the enemy like so. Obviously I'll have to move these guys around in their lines a bit more. And with the sepoys we're going to do that. But with my mortars as well, hopefully we can bring some fear of God into them. But with mortars, and they need to target this artillery here. They're 12-pounder foot artillery, so they've actually got some decent artillery deployed. Oh, that was one already. Or one man anyway. We've got cavalry already charging across the lines. The militia can't form square, which is obviously not good. And these are East India Company cavalry, so they're actually pretty good. I think the sepoys can form square though. Seems that the cavalry is targeting them, or looking to target them first. So we will form square with them any moment. So they're going for this unit, so we'll form square on both. Get into your square faster, square faster. Form your squares, laddie. And see, that's what I don't like about Empire squares to a degree. Some of them do just run through, which does instantly disrupt the squares. Should be, I think, a bit more like Empires, where squares really were, or not Empires, but Napoleons, where they really were the deterrent of all cavalry. And here the cavalry should be falling. But here they go. I guess earlier forms of square, had to practice a bit. But we're dealing with the cavalry over on the left with the sepoys now anyway. But we are being engaged by their sepoys. Now the armed citizenry are engaging. What do we have here? More sepoys. So we're gonna flank round for them. I'm going to get the militia flanking round as well, and we're trying to bring down the cannons with the mortars rather than infantry right now. Right, cavalry is broken, pulled away. We'll form back into line. We should be able to fire off some volleys into the sepoys ourselves. Militia firing across the line. They're doing all right for now. Got numbers on our sides at least. And I'm going to push up with this firelock citizenry. Trying to flank them. Which so far we're taking them out slowly but surely. Which we're really going to try and push the flanking manoeuvres here. And we're going to go back into square with this unit here to hold off the French cavalry. Doing some damage to the sepoys there. Sepoys, however you want to say it. And I'm going to push forward with these two regiments here. You're wavering, but you shouldn't be. Come on, man. I'm going to go behind this unit with these two units of firelock citizenry, actually. Which could be devastating later on. But little by little, we are thinning their ranks. Oh, it looks like we've... Oh no, they're pulling forward with one of the artillery pieces. I'm actually going to get both my mortars to just focus on one for now, see if hopefully that can work. Just hold my militia line, hold. Beat back the French. And there we go, we've actually broken that unit of sepoys on the flank there, so now we can bring a firelock system around like this, and we're actually starting to enclose the entire enemy, which at a point when we keep pushing, we should get it to a stage where every single one, where the enemy actually is sort of so caught up between all of my various units that they're in a complete field of fire where they can't move without being shot at. That's my dream. Oh, and we've broken the artillery there. So we're on to the next one. We've done well. That's one gone. Then we can actually start targeting infantry. Now here, if we get around in time, we'll be able to start firing on the general. Which could be good if we can kill the general. Morale drops like a rock. Come on, my citizenry. For king and country. The ruddy French, don't you know? Sepoys, we're sort of flirting with the idea of actually shooting the cavalry here. I don't think... Can Empire Squares isn't... Oh, they can fire. They can, it just takes them a while to get going. Closest thing to we have for an early fire by rank now. Sepoys continuing to fire here. The militia actually doing rather well. We've broken a few more units in the middle. I'm not going to push forward just yet. What I am going to do though is this. And now we're starting to capture these guys behind. We're getting behind the French lines. And we can again fire on the general. Now have we broken that artillery? Not yet. But hopefully soon. And the cavalry has once again been broken. Let's get out of square here and fire on the sepoys over here. Or sepoys, however you want to say it. I want to call them sepoys. So here we're going to form more of a straight line. And the general managing to get out of the way. Unfortunate. These two units need to turn around now. It should be relatively easy for them to do, and they can face the oncoming sepoys here. Although they've got sepoys forming up in front of them, so this unit will actually have to face front. But we're defeating them in several points along here, and we can start pushing forward now. Like so. I'm actually going to get these guys to push forward here. So these sepoys can turn to the flank of these units here. We're doing well, we're doing well. Come on, keep pushing, men. It may not be the well-trained drill that I expect, but by God, I'll have you do your drill. Make you the toughest men in the Empire. Okay, so here actually we're a bit of a bottleneck. Machine what's actually practical, and what's useful. So this unit is going to come up and flank here. And in fact we're going to have another push here. So this unit can now form like so, filling in the gaps. The general's bodyguard actually coming towards my armed system, and they're taking a few hits, which is good. It's good. We're now dealing very closely and very directly with the sepoys here, and they are wavering, they are breaking. I've got more men in these units. They're standing firm, which is good. And I'm going to push even further now. That one like so, and this one will form like that, and we really are trapping the enemy behind all this. And I'm now going to target these guys in the middle. General's bodyguard coming for a charge here. Silly, silly general. You will be killed. As I said, my mortars, I'm now getting them to target just in the centre here. Hit the big units, the regiments here, cause lots of havoc. Armed citizenry doing all right. I'm going to flank them with these guys here. They're starting to wave already. Good times, good times. Oh no, they've broken my garrison militia here. But we do have you, for some reason, just wandering back like so. So we'll pull you in the gap. But the militia's come back too. So form up before the cavalry come get you. And fire off a volley, and we should do a nice bit of damage to them. Come on, bring him down, bring him down, bring him down. You need to come back over here. No, just over there, please. My militia continues to fire there. They've broken that unit there somehow. Oh no, these guys come back now. Okay, filling in the gaps, filling in the gaps. Let's go there. Militia, come back. I need your men. Hold. Looks like we've got the balance of power though. We're breaking more of them are actually making it back across the red line of retreat. These guys are wavering and they're broken. So with the Sepoys, my best troops that I currently have, I'm going to push up against more Sepoys. My militia, I'm going to push up here. And we're breaking a lot of troops in the centre as well now. And the general looks like they've run off. They're shattered. There's only 5 of them left. Get my mortars to target the rest of them here. These guys, if I can get them over here, then the enemy is trapped and entombed within my infantry. We've just run all the way around them. And there's no way out. And there you go. It's how to kill the French. Come on, Sepoys. You can do it, laddie. Good, we're pushing them back. We've broken them in the middle now. What do we got over here? Shattered unit of artillery. You're all breaking. It's just this one unit now coming back here, which we will now turn to and offer fire support against. Push, Sepoys, push. I'll get these units to just form up like so. If we could chase them down, then I would. But there's going to be very little chance of doing that. So for now, I'm just happy to push them back from Calcutta, taking hopefully not too many losses here. I mean, the main troops that I'll actually have after this will be the Sepoys. So as long as they can survive, it's all good by me. Already started to make them waver on that first volley, and the second unit firing has broken them completely, and victory is ours. We have defeated the French and pushed them back. Huzzah! We'll end the battle there. A heroic victory indeed. Never underestimate your firelock citizenry, it would seem. So, France lost 2,363 of their men. They have just under 700 left, and we still have plenty. And they're pushed back, and that's their main force. They've now put back into attack, but I will deploy my Indian forces there, my East India Company troops, which are actually very well drilled. Infantry, plus cavalry, and plenty of cannon. We will bombard them into oblivion. see the rest of the end turn, though. I will have to wrap up this 1 hour special for you all there. But I do hope you've enjoyed. Feel free to thumb up this video as much as possible. If this one gets 1,000, it doesn't mean another 1 hour special, but if it did get a lot of thumbs up, then it would really probably make me do another 1 hour special very soon. Hopefully some people who haven't perhaps found the 1 hour special to their liking in terms of the length will realise that there is such a thing as a pause button, so hopefully you've maybe watched it in 2 or 3 parts. I don't expect most people to watch it in one sitting. To be honest, recording this in one sitting is quite a task, if I'm honest. So by all means, I hope you've had a break during it, but for those diehards that have watched it and watched the full hour, sat there and enjoyed it, I hope I haven't stopped you from revision or something like that. Or, you know what, if it has helped your revision, then huzzah! But for now, I'll have a victory sip of tea while we go through the rest of the end turn here. Oh, who's this? Cherokee Nations. Who'd have thought? None of their allies came to help them, though. So hopefully I'll just stand and hold, and we'll deal with all of them next time, which will in fact be Wednesday. And a gentleman has been recruited, John Shaw. We'll actually deal with that very shortly, very quickly now. And we're going to pop you into Cambridge, because you're learning fire by rank, and I want that learnt as soon as possible. We'll just go through all these messages. Yes, broken, because we're now with war with France. Nation destroyed Morocco. Oh dear, that's Spain against them there. Got a mistress. Natural causes. An admiral. Oh dear, where'd he go? Oh, he died here, did he? That's a shame. I'll recruit another admiral, will I? There we go. Richie Cousins. Smashing. John Shaw and European China. So we'll quickly have a quick look in India before I wrap up this part, because I'm not that harsh. And we'll bring the rake if we can. Infiltrate, he has 79% success, and he's been successful. So let's see what the enemy has left. Mainly sepoys. We can deal with that. So we'll come forward. And we'll attack shortly. We may even have a chance to, yes we can, bring the Grenadiers in as well. Did I only bring 2 of them? Oh no, another one's there. There we go. Smashing! But anyway, I'm going to end it there. We'll see more of the American theatre and preparations for war against France next time. I do hope you've enjoyed. Please do remember to comment, subscribe, thumb up this video, and check out the rest of my content. There'll be a Rome Total War part up this evening. But till then, ciao for now.